Oh yeah.
There's all the fighters pre-COVID, and then after COVID, it's just like Scorpion and Sub-Zero, and the guys who
Like
wear
people
masks.
have masks.
Oh, that's
Are you
great.
serious?
That's really funny.
All right, yeah. All right.
I can see
That's
that.
good.
That works.
Well,
Legality.
Oh,
if Scorpion
jeez.
really wanted to
Legality.
win, he'd just take his mask off and just keep using the get over here move.
Yeah.
Stay over there.
Wait,
Ah,
Mr.
What?
DM, did you get a haircut?
I did.
Looks good, buddy.
Oh, speaking, I need my hat. Hold on. Oh, crap.
You're welcome.
I was gonna say we're not really playing until he puts the fez on. Them's the rules.
It's important.
Guys, hang on. Did you realize Matt had legs before this?
Sorry.
No.
I always thought that was a slug. I don't know what you're
It's
talking
Torso
about.
Boy.
My mind's blown.
What's up?
I always thought, Muppet, like you just can't have the camera pan down or you're gonna realize that there's like two dudes who are operating him.
A marionette.
Tucker said, I never realized
Oh.
that Matt had legs until just now.
He said it so
Oh,
good,
okay.
though.
It was an odd surrealist joke.
He goes,
Oh,
wait.
okay. I'm like, I missed something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry about
He's got
that.
legs.
Like, I feel like I'm the butt of the joke and I missed it. That's not cool.
Not the
No,
butt of the
sorry,
joke, just
dude.
the inspiration for it.
Okay, well, I'm glad I could give that joke legs. Oh.
Yes! Yes!
Off to a good start. You're
He took
only
it and ran with
feeding
it,
the
yes!
fire, Matt. You're only feeding the fire.
Sorry.
All right, we are
Yeah, right.
up and ready to go whenever you guys are ready
I
to
feel like
Are we-
we
stop
are we
goofing
live?
a
off.
little synthesizer tune for chat.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're up. There's even
Stop
people
goofing
in
off.
chat
Listen to
already.
you, Mom. Jeez.
Spork is our dungeon mom.
What? I thought he was talking to you, Trombley. I don't know. Am I?
No.
I mean, whatever. I could be a mom too. I've got an apron.
What did I say that was mom-like? I don't even know.
Oh.
Look, what you said. Whenever you want to stop goofing off, we can start the stream. Like, thanks.
Whenever you
Okay.
want to start goofing off
okay,
and
yeah.
start playing D&D, which
Yeah.
is serious business.
Yeah, that's the kind of dungeon mom I am, I guess.
Yeah.
No announcements. Let's put the hat on. Ba-ba-dum. Oh, I keep guys. I keep meaning to get you guys to record your bits for our theme song. Yeah, I know. Busy. I'm sorry. It's weird that I'm just still busy, but hopefully soon. Anyway, so last time, shoot, what happened? I know we ended the session with you
We
guys.
beat some Sky Pirates.
Oh, that's right. That's right. On your
Yeah.
you attacked some sky pirates and demolished them, in a very mixture of comic and epic, two wildly different genres. Battle. I remember Ander helping Tyrael light all the cannons at once, and then all the cannons exploding and decimating half the
Sick.
forces. What was it? I know that Brad turned into a squirrel and went down a
ferret?
drag.
A ferret? Yeah, it was
A
a
ferret.
weasel, technically. There's
weasel.
no stat
A
block.
weasel,
There's
okay.
no stat
Yeah.
block for
Stat
a
block
ferret.
of a weasel.
There was some biting involved
Yes.
and other ridiculousness. So you guys subdued what appeared to be a small contingent of the Crimson Keepers, the weapon-riding sky pirates that seemed to be an ancillary arm of the Red Dragonborn forces of Zindarth. Also, the forces are known as the Zindarek. So, after some, did you guys take a prisoner?
We took a bunch. We took
multiple prisoners.
four.
Three, right?
We had four. I wrote four. We have four prisoners.
Brad was
surviving
gonna,
dragon.
like, kill some.
Three regular guys and the captain.
Okay.
Whose legs
just give it a
may
day
or
or
may
two.
not have broken.
There'll probably be 2 or 3 in a day or two.
Right. So, four
Depending on how
prisoners,
hungry Thirtier gets.
Yeah.
and so as the Who? And you guys started to commence to scry, which I believe was Soot, right?
Yes. Saw me here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Darn it. Open up. I gotta change. Why is this not working? Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties on my end. There we go. Okay. And so we're gonna pick that up with the scry, because as you guys looked in, you saw a small gnome in like a almost a sandstone kind of cave with all these little mechanical dragons all the way around him, and all the same type of dragon. Some are in various states of completion. Some are working. Some are kind of winding or wound up, but they all look like a brass dragon. And here's this little gnome just tinkering, and he turns around and he sees a sort of an ethereal, a spectral form of Soot's cat face, and he goes, "Oh, hello!"
Hi.
Can you communicate through? I don't think you can talk through Scry.
That's a good question. Let me double check. Spell.
Be right back. I forgot all of Brad's things.
Oh no!
Whoops.
Oh my.
I kind of need Brad's book.
Yeah, I think scrying is just for observe.
I think it's just visual.
It's a connection, sort of physical connection you have to it. The target knows you casted the spell. It can fail the saving throw voluntarily if it wants to be observed.
I know you can
Yeah.
overhear things, but you can't talk to it, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But if I think he can see me, I'll wave to him.
Okay. Yep.
A smile. You know,
Okay.
scary smile.
Nice. Oh, he goes, "Oh, I'm glad you're here. I was just working on my new little dragon, and I was hoping to have an audience." And he goes back and he starts tinkering. He's got little tools, and he's winding up little gears, and he has like a little wand, like soldering kind of stuff. But he's the little gnome guy, happy as a clam, making little clockwork dragons.
Okay. Cool. But now I've seen him, right? I
Yes.
know him. That's good. I just want to try to absorb as much as I can of the surrounding space,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
I'll shut the
As you
stride
leave-
down, I guess.
Okay. So as you recall the space, you see workbenches, and there's like multi levels of carved stone that are full of these little clockwork dragons. And as you look at the upper echelons of them, some of them are holding trumpets, guitars, cymbals, drums. There's like a little clockwork mechanical dragon band that are all across the various sandstone shelves of this inner cave. And then above that, you see these little carvings that of happy dragons, like smiling dragon faces. Some are winking, some are just like big T, some are kind of coy, and they slowly shift and morph through over time in a kind of regular pattern.
Okay.
But that's what you remember.
I'll head back to everybody else and do my little illusion. Tell them what I saw.
Back to airship music. Right. Okay. So, you guys are aboard the airship. Soot is showing you his pop-up book of Meehan. What do you do?
I could go see him. I could actually go to him. That help at all?
It might, in fact. The more exact idea I have of the location, the easier it will be to send an animal messenger. Although I realize that if you could just transport yourself there in the box, we might just be able to compose a letter and have you deliver it.
Like, couldn't Soot sort of just be the animal messenger at that point? Like,
I'm bad with messages. You guys could come
Not
with
to
me.
be overly formal. Oh, Brad, yes, you and I could, if we were to shrink ourselves down to field mice or something, we could join him.
what do you think, guys? Brad just like looks around like,
Well, it would be the easiest way to get a message to him.
Certainly the fastest way.
Yeah. Why don't we go?
And if he has to send us somewhere, then whenever you come back, we'll already be on the ship.
Do you want to go with him again, Brad?
Also, I have one. I can do it one time, and then I need to rest for a half hour.
Oh.
well, like, as long as I don't have to bite anyone else in the nuts, I'm pretty, like, Brad's cool with another ride. That was, like, too weird, like, afterwards thinking about it, like, I don't...
You shouldn't have to bite anyone in the genitalia. And perhaps I should also join you, because unless I am greatly mistaken, Soot and Fred, you've never actually met Meehan in person, have you?
Oh, no, totally.
No.
It sounds like a chill dude, though.
Just now, kind of.
Meehan is great. You will love him.
So he won't eat us.
He will definitely not eat you.
Oh. Okay.
I'm sorry if that's what you're into.
I mean, dragon, you know? That's like, you're gonna go.
You know, so this is one of the few times I might agree with you on something. That is an interesting point you raise.
I mean, everything's better with dragons.
So what's the
I don't
plan?
know that Cliff Null would agree.
I can either nap now, we can nap there.
But doesn't it make more sense for you to have more than one charge before you go? Like, maybe we should have you rest now.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's great. You wanna climb in my bag, little dude?
I scramble up in there and I pass out.
Cozy.
Okay. So as you guys cruise, are back in the airship and you're cruising, which general direction do you wish to head?
Did somebody drop out?
We lost Robot.
Oh, he's
Oh,
back.
no, he's
Robot.
coming back.
He's
The
back.
cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, do we
Well
have a
done.
general heading?
My gosh.
Are we, like, I don't think we, like, super decided what we were doing, because there's, like, unicorns to save and cities that we sort of jacked up. Like, what are we doing?
Well, weren't we going to check with Meehan to find out about the unicorns? Didn't we think he would have an inside line on them?
No, because, like...
I,
It was-
we
That was for
know.
Gimbal.
we were hoping to, that Meehan, being a powerful magic user, might be able to help us out with breaking the Cogmaster's contract.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
If we
Okay.
wanted to know what was up with the unicorns, we have contacts that are literal unicorns, too. Like...
And the Nine Blades.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry, cat shenanigans.
And again, I could send an animal messenger to one of the unicorns or to the Nine Blades. You know, I did make sure I prepared that spell. It's not as instantaneous as Galder's Speedy Courier and tossing yourself inside of a box, but
Can they
you
send a
just
message
a
back?
Yes. It's a brief message, about 25 words or so.
Let's see, the closest unicorn would probably be the air unicorn, right?
Who are you asking?
You, I guess?
The universe.
Anybody who knows, and also you.
Okay. Let's see. So there is Windstar. Windstar is probably is closer than Eternia, who's the air one, and Aaron is to the southeast, and that's like in the middle of the desert, past Newsham. So you guys are a bit north of Newsham, I guess, right now. Well, north and west.
Okay. As far as contacting them by way of animal messenger, closer is better because it actually depends on how fast a bird can fly round trip. You know, animal messenger is very literal in that sense. You summon an animal messenger and then they go and deliver your message. So I'd say we should contact Windstar then, if Windstar is the closest to our present location.
Sounds good.
So that means talking to Wayne again, right?
No, I'll send the message straight to Windstar. We've met Windstar. Windstar will be in his lair. I can send an animal messenger straight to him.
Okay.
Okay. Are you gonna do it or
If that's
what?
what we, yeah. Just a quick meta bit, not to get too fussy about it. A flying messenger can cover 50 miles in a 24-hour period. So at second level, I've got 24 hours, but it adds 24 hours with each level I upslot it. How far are we from Windstar?
It's probably gonna be like 36 hours. You're actually quite a
36
distance away.
hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so that just means I need to cast it at third level.
Well,
that was just
like-
for my bookkeeping purposes.
That's also like
Okay.
super. That's
So
not
yeah,
super
I
long
get
time.
out some birdseed and I try to attract like a blue jay or a blackbird or something.
Yeah. So as you pull it out, and even though there is no smell for you, but suddenly there is this blue jay just appears and lands like right in the palm of your hand, starts peck, 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 peck.
Okay. And then I just I first tell it the location and describe Windstar to the bird so it can find it. And then I just speak my message. Greetings, Windstar. Alvin Allgood and the Oddlot have been waylaid somewhat through time. It has been 2 years since we've last been in this mortal realm. How fare the unicorns?
And like
Fly, little bird. And then,
Hey, princess.
So he flies. I mean, his brilliant blue flies away, and his tail kind of elongates, and he kind of picks up speed, and he's gone. All right. So your message is en route to Windstar.
cool. And the recipient can same exact thing. They can speak their message to the bird, and then it will be delivered the same way my message is delivered in my voice. The return message is delivered right in their voice. So
Okay.
We have like what, a 4-day turnaround on this?
More like 3.
I'm glad you said that because that actually means I needed to have cast it at 4th level, I think.
Like this
3
is.
days.
Yeah, because it's take a day and a half to get there and a day and a half back.
What are we gonna do?
Oh
for
wait,
3
no.
days
It
while
says
we
it
wait?
actually the duration of the spell increases by 48 hours for each slot above 2nd level. So I guess 3rd level will cover it. For some reason, I thought it only added 1 day more, but it adds 48 hours.
Okay.
That's cool. That's good upcasting.
So as you watch this blue jay disappear through the clouds, becoming more minuscule towards the horizon, you guys are still flying through the air. The air is, has a kind of nice crystalline kind of almost icy, small. I mean, it feels like you're going through icy mist. Yeah, sorry. And it's refreshing. It's cooled you off from the heat of battle. What do you do?
We have 3 days. Huh. I'm sure we could liberate Cliff Knoll in 3 days, don't you guys?
Maybe at the very least see what's going on there.
Yeah, I guess that might be more reasonable.
All right.
Define
that-
liberate.
Mm-hmm. How far away is Cliff Knoll from where we are?
You're probably about a day.
It's been about 2 years, right, since we've been there. Give or take a week or two. So maybe they're already liberated, and we could just go and carouse. But yeah, I think we should definitely go and check out Cliff Knoll.
The Dragonborn leader guy says that the leader of their group is calling the shots there now.
Yeah, the Black Dragon went back to the swamp, and I think he left. I don't know if I wrote his name down. Rogar. He's the warlord of Cliffnall.
And he's the one that attacked Zarek.
That's the one who, attacked Zarek. That's right, Snow.
Yeah, let's go pay that guy a visit. I've got some strongly worded messages to give him.
Are the messages sharp?
One would say that, yes.
Some very cutting remarks with your sword.
Yes.
Or I could just bite him in the face.
That's the plan too, and we might exacerbate that plan as well.
All right. Cliff Knoll it is then.
Okay.
I man my station at the helm.
Right on.
How far away are we?
Let me double checking right now. At most it's going to be a day of travel, but I think it might be shorter. Just let me double check. Where is it? Doo-doo-doo. Okie dokie. So zoom. Oh yeah, you're. Let's see. Yeah, it'll be 1 day of travel, but you'll get there, the next morning, or depending on about afternoon, so probably about mid-afternoon.
So we can get a long rest in and.
Oh yeah, it's easy. Yeah, you have time to rest. If you want, you have free time. You have about 20 hours or so.
Okay. With that kind of downtime and knowing that we'll be able to get a long rest in, I think I'm gonna actually do another casting of Animal Messenger, because I would like to send a message to Jasper the gnome in Newsham, the gem merchant.
Oh yeah! Holy hell! I haven't thought about him.
I know, right?
Oh man! Of all the people I was thinking about, he didn't come to mind.
Mm-hmm.
The general gist of the message just being like, "Hi Jasper, Alvin Allgood, in the market for a rather large specimen of agate, if you have such a thing. Please kindly respond to this bird."
Okay.
I'll give him the bird.
Yeah, and you're. This time it looked like a blue jay kind of, but it was green hued. Definitely similar family, just different plumage. And it looks up at you. Looks like it's a little more intelligent than the last one. It goes, and then just takes off real quick.
Rock and roll. All right, so I'll just mark off another use of that spell.
Guess I'll wake up.
Okay. Yep. Half hour has passed at least.
Get ready to go on a magical journey here.
Get your cat box ready.
Yep.
All right. So is anybody going with Soot?
Please.
I think I have one more instance of
I think
animalness.
at least one of the people who can wild shape should join Soot.
And we've seen Soot, and well, you guys haven't, but I've seen Soot and Brad hanging out together, and
Yeah.
Oh, no. At least you guys, they're like, was it like Ander and Thurkir? Didn't you guys see the end of our watch?
Our watch?
What?
when
End
we
of
were
our
on the
watch
watch
last
When they
together.
had to watch together.
Yeah.
I think Alvin should go.
That's very wise, Thurkir. I think perhaps you are right.
Alvin's our pilot, though. Well, actually,
I mean,
Tyrael can be the pilot.
Gimbel's also a pretty capable flyer.
Well,
Can't we
Tyrael
just
used
have
to
all
be our-
three of them go? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, let's all go. Besides, it'll be good. I can introduce you to Meehan.
All right.
Sweet.
And you better tell him I say hi.
Absolutely.
Don't bring up the sand ship. I don't know if I ever got back to him. Don't bring up the sand ship.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah, I thought we
Wait,
did.
we met
Did it?
him
Yeah, we dropped
as
it
a
off.
person.
Oh, that's right. He came back.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we did. We did
Yeah,
get it back to him.
We did give it back.
Oh yeah.
We
That was a long
actually
time ago now.
we actually completed something and it wasn't like disastrous. I know that seems a bit off for us, a little off brand, but
Must be why I forgot it.
I think
I
we
looked in
met
the file.
Brad
It
while
wasn't
we were
disastrous.
returning
we returned the ship. It wasn't wrecked or on fire. What?
Yeah, because it was after the whole thing with Nemarise, right? The Medusa.
The Medusa, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so who is going in the box?
So I think it'll be Brad and Alvin are going to accompany Soot. We'll turn into
Okay.
something appropriately small.
Okie dokie. So, poof!
Well,
You know the
I was gonna
box
give you
appears.
Not guidance. Inspiration.
Well, you still
for
can.
Alvin.
Okay.
Alvin,
Yes?
use that. Use your words when you get there, and I know you can do it. You have a D10 inspiration.
Oh, you know, I can feel like my chest puffs up a little bit. And you're like, thank you, Andrew. Yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
And then I wild shape into a black house cat
Oh boy.
Cool. I'm gonna cast
to match
resistance
Soot a little bit.
on myself just in case, and then I'm going to wild shape. I guess into a ferret again.
Yeah,
Yeah, the weasel. I'm
Cat
going
snake.
weasel.
Okay. So there's 2 cats and a weasel. Why does this sound like a joke?
yeah, right. 2 cats and a weasel go to
it
talk
just-
to a dragon.
It just might be a joke. We just haven't learned the punchline yet.
Right?
In this
Probably
case, though, brass balls will be involved. So careful.
Oh, okay. So, the box appears like this kind of puff of like little skulls that is that demarcates Soot's kind of penchant for magic. The box opens up.
Jump in. Probably a snug fit
Okay,
this time.
Are you getting fat? Soot?
and as the other cat and the weasel, I presume, jump in. You'll kind of jam pack, you're all cozy together. The lid closes, and you are launched through space time. Very, very quickly. You feel like even though you normally with the box, it's really kind of a bumpy ride, but when there is kind of stability and it's not so bouncy. But you guys are arriving, and the box ding, it rattles on the like on a stone floor, and you hear a voice like, "Oh, a gift for me? And then you hear the latch geek, and it opens up, and there is this blue frizzy-haired gnome looking down at you with a tinker tools, a little apron, and he goes, "Huh, animals. Well, come on out."
We're not really animals. I was watching you before.
Oh, yeah, I know. I may look old, Sonny, but I still have true sight.
We wanted to know where you were so we could come visit.
Okay, and who are you? I kind of recognize the other guy, the shorter one.
At this point, I de-wild shape. I go, allow me to introduce my associates. This is Soot. He's a warlock. He has a little bit of an odd sense of humor.
Oh, good! Oh, I remember!
It is great to see you again, Meehan. And this here is Brad. Brad's a great guy. and a real hero.
And the gnome walks over to the weasel former Brad and kind of pets your head gently. Ah, I believe you're a great guy.
They've joined the Oddlot since last we met.
What happened to Ned?
Ned
That's right. He liked Ned a lot, didn't he?
Yeah.
Ned has been off adventuring. She actually had some business with a different group of people that she needed to see to. A little while since we've heard from her.
Well, it's disappointing. I miss Ned. She had pockets.
So many. I know. But actually, speaking of the fact that we haven't seen Ned in some time, we actually haven't seen anyone in some time. We had a little bit of a time skip, as it were. We've been magically transported. We missed out on about 2 years of time. We had an encounter with the Sphinx.
No kidding.
Yes. So we're playing a little bit of catch up on some things. One issue that we've encountered is that a good friend of ours, a gnome by the name of Cogmaster Bodyknock, has in the elapsed time made a deal with an archfey by the name of Siadra, where he gave up his immense intellect and tinkering abilities in exchange for some protection. We feel that it is only right to be able to return his former passion and ability to tinker and build. His son says he just really hasn't been the same since it all went down. And we, the Oddlot, who all say hi, by the way. Snow says hi, and Anolo, and Ander, and Tyrael.
Oh, hold that thought. And he goes over, picks up one of those clockwork dragons, and he comes over to you and hands you the dragon. He goes, "Okay, so what I want you to do is just crank the wings, okay?"
Sure thing.
Okay, so you start cranking the wing. Yeah.
Start cranking them. Yup.
Yeah. Okay, stop. And then.
Okay.
Okay. Just hold it up. And so the wings start going, like flapping, and suddenly there's like this interesting little magic that happens, and the gears start to like meld together. It looks like the thing transforms into a little dragon for a brief moment, and then it stops, and then it falls back into your hand, and out of its mouth shoots a little pole, and a flag unfurls that says "Hi."
Brad is going to pop out of wild shape, look over at Alvin, and be like, "This dude seems really sweet, but like, where's the dragon?"
The gnome just looks at you, glares at you, and he walks over to you, Brad. He goes, "Oh, well, you want to see the dragon?"
Well, I've heard he's like super cool, and I'd love to like meet him. Yeah. Are you like his life partner?
No, nothing like that. Let's say I'm speaking for him right now.
Okay.
And he doesn't. Let me see. And so the gnome walks over and grabs another little clockwork. He goes, "Here you go. I think he'd want you to have this." So and he puts it in your hand and he starts to crank a little key on the back, and it starts to do a little dance, like there's a little dragon going, like a little Russian guy dance, like kicking his legs out, doing like this kind of thing, and then it stops, and the head looks up at you, and the eyes swirl like this kind of hypnotic pattern. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Whoa. Ooh, that is a 14 plus 1? 15, I think.
Okay. You are currently charmed by the clockwork, and you treat it like it is a precious thing, whether it is a child or a revered, protective thing.
Whoa. Whoever made this is pretty incredible. Brad's gonna kiss it on the head a little bit and put it.
I'm glad you like it. So you guys need it sounds like you need a contract broken, if I'm understanding things correctly.
That's the long and the short of it.
Yeah. Well, Ciadra, you say, right?
That is her name, yes.
Formerly
of the Feywild.
I have heard as much. It will not be easy, but I believe I do have some magics and a ritual in particular that might be useful in this situation. If I'm recollecting my library accurately. I believe, but it will not, as I said, be easy. It will be a task that I will have to perform, because I don't think any of your physical forms will be able to handle the cosmic swirl of energies that is entailed in this.
Ooh.
And while it's happening, I'm going to be defenseless, because I have to focus all my energy on this. Which normally isn't a problem. You're the first company I've had in a while, so.
Right.
Except for a couple of those other people. But they just kind of left.
For the sake of insurance, I'm sure that we could defend you while you were performing the ritual. Do you have any idea how long it might take?
Well, the preparation will take several days. For me to gather materials, to refresh my memory, to inscribe the incantations, and get all the runes and the sigils in order. The preparatory magics. The actual moment itself might take, I don't know. At the high point, the most important part, probably 30 seconds, 45 seconds.
Okay. And we have in our possession a copy of the contract and also a small
excellent.
token that is magically bound up in whatever exchange was initially between Ciadra and the Cogmaster, which we can.
Oh, most good, but I will need some of his blood.
We can probably do that too.
Yay.
And if he were in person, that'd be ideal, but it's not necessary.
That one is also a possibility, although I'm not sure. As I've said, he's actually sort of lost interest in his former hobbies and powers, as it were. So I don't know if we can convince him to come in person, but his blood should be no problem at the least.
What about his son?
What about his son?
That could be like they got the same kind of blood, right?
Oh, there's similarities, but it's not exact. I need the exact blood of the contract signer.
Right. About how much? Small vial?
Oh, as much as you got.
Well, I mean...
I'm kidding. Don't decapitate him.
Well, that was never on the table. But
I'm sorry, it's been a while since I had to tell jokes.
I thought it was funny.
Brad liked it.
Soot enjoyed it, and Brad laughs at most things. Alvin is just, like, really trying to, like, mask his concern.
But yeah, that's, so I'd be happy to help you. I haven't had performed something like that in a while. It's gonna be taxing. It might put me to sleep for a while afterwards. I could use a nap. I've been tinkering quite a bit. Passing the time.
Well, as I said, you may rely on the Oddlot to protect you while you are casting, and if it leaves you in a weakened state afterwards, perhaps we could protect you during that time as well, if needed.
Well, that'd be great. I mean, I think I protected you a couple times. I think turnabout's fair play.
I agree with that, absolutely.
Well, lovely. You want some tea?
That would be...
Or do you have to be going?
I think we have time for tea, don't we?
Yeah, I mean,
Brad?
like, we got,
Soot?
like, a whole day or two, right? Let's just chill here with, like, maybe we'll get to see the dragon.
Okay, so as you guys...
I kind of, like, want to, like, try and, like, whisper to Brad a little bit. Like, you know, dragons don't always have to be big and scaly, right?
Brad's gonna...
You know dragons can shapeshift, right?
Dragon's gonna, like, he's gonna just double check that the little dragon in his pocket isn't real and alive.
Oh, it's not. It's clockwork.
Okay. Right on.
And Brad's then gonna kind of shrug at Alvin, completely not getting the message whatsoever.
Okay.
Okay, so as the gnome Mihan, well, he leads you out of his little workshop, and is going to take you off into a larger space where the ceilings are much taller, similar carvings of happy dragons and frolicking and all that kind of stuff. But in the center there is a round table. Looks like made like a dark cherry. It's already preset with this very, very ornate kind of tea kettle or a pot with this long curved spout with these pewter like pressed flour almost teacups. And you think, oh, sit. And as you guys sit down, as he starts to pour the tea, he starts to change into his dragon form. So as the Mihan, the adult brass dragon, is
and Alvin's just like,
Whoa!
So as
he does that, yeah.
he grows larger, and the stream just gets longer and longer and longer and longer as his arm extends up. All right, so as you guys sit down, you have some tea, biscuits are floated in, and you guys have a nice little afternoon
Brad's
together.
like, oh! Very excited to meet a dragon.
I need to contact Anolo.
Okay.
Oh.
I wanna let him know, like, we need lots of Hogmaster's blood. Break the contract. I say that afterwards.
Oh
like, there's a
my
pause. We need
gosh.
lots of Hogmaster's blood, and then like there's a wait to break the contract.
Wait,
Oh man.
when you say lots, I mean he's little, right? And I'm thinking lots would just suck him dry. Are we talking like lots in ratio to who he is, or like into who I am?
Oh, like probably just like a drop or two, like a lot. Oh. And then we're sitting down. We're having tea with Mihan. We're gonna sit here and hang out because that's what they wanted to do. So like I would let those
Let me
guys
just
know.
tell you, the tea. Careful, little buddy. Is the tea okay? Everybody still got their clothes on.
I check. Does everyone still have their clothes on?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Did I drink any of the tea?
Oh,
Are we?
Yeah, you guys have.
Pour it out?
You have
Yeah.
tasted it. Are you a tea aficionado?
No. Should I? No. Okay. Should I not have clothes on for this?
it's your choice. If it were me, I particularly like having all of my clothes on, especially my armor. Hey, everybody, good news. They all got their clothes on.
Sitting next to you as you're having this one-sided conversation, just going, "What the hell is he talking about?"
Clothes.
Yeah, meanwhile, like Brad and Alvin can't hear this, right? It's purely.
Yeah, I'm not
psychic.
talking.
We're
out
just
loud.
eating biscuits and drinking tea.
Yeah. It's only a Nolo that talks out loud for some reason.
That's right, because Anolo is not smart enough to realize that the little dude is talking to him in his head. Or he is, but he's not smart enough to talk in his own head. Right, so they all got their clothes on. You should definitely keep everything on, Kitty. Kitty, do you wear clothes?
Soot.
Right. You got clothes on.
I want to. I mean,
That's a good idea. Anyway, Ander, I think they're safe. They're drinking tea with Meehan.
How the hell do you know that?
That's a great question. I'm not quite sure, but sometimes I hear a little soot talking to me in my head. It's quite nice because it's like it's not like he's behind me or to the side whispering in my ear. It's like he's right here. It's great.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Okay. For what particularly?
I want to know if I know what, like, a general idea of what spell this could be. I'm not trying to figure out if he's a thrall or not. I just want to hey, I'm trying to remember the stuff I've read. So I got a 12.
Okay. Yeah, this based on your prior experience with Tuzard and what Anola seems to be describing is a form of telepathy.
Oh. Huh, well, I didn't know it worked that far.
Well, the thing is every time he sleeps in my backpack, I feel like our connection gets stronger, and I feel like we talk. That's why I always ask him to sleep in a bag. We talk.
Okay. Sure, why not? I don't know.
Let me assure you that they all got their clothes on, though. That's the most important part, because I think Meehan's a bit of a trickster.
I don't recall a moment with Meehan where we were disrobing. Oh, why that came to you.
He's a magic guy. I mean, they all do crazy things. I've seen it. We've seen a lot. It's odd. Anyway, I assure you, everything is top-notch, and I'm talking back to Soot, and I'm saying, keep doing you, buddy. Make sure that Meehan knows that Anolo really appreciates everything he's saying, and I'd like to give him a physical hug next time I see him.
Okay, yeah, you guys are gonna have to come and see him to break the contract too, because he says we need to protect him while he smashes it.
That's great. I can never fit in that little box that you put out there. I completely don't know how to get there.
You gotta get the blood too.
The blood. Yeah. Just hold 1 second. I'm gonna put you on hold. Ander, what they're saying is what Soot is saying to me in my head, and I think I'm making this up partially, but I'm not sure. They need a whole bunch of Cogmaster Bodynock's blood.
What the heck?
Yeah, maybe. Well, when they say a lot, see, I asked him if it's in Cogmaster, and he said, a lot.
Why don't we just go grab Cogmaster and fly the Buick Saber out to see Meehan?
Well, here's the thing. I think that's a great idea, but yeah, let's do that. I just don't want Meehan to suck Cogmaster Bodynock's blood like a California raisin.
Meehan's not like that. He's a good dude. I mean, he helped us out. He's not some sort of trickster. Well, maybe a little bit, but not malicious.
You're right.
He's not
You're
looking
right.
for he's not looking for a gnome smoothie or anything like that. I think it'll be fine.
Well, if you're willing to believe that, then I'm willing to believe it too, my friend. So let's.
You're talking to a guy in your head, so why not believe what I'm telling you?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I believe you completely. And I browish to you, trust. Listen, Soot, we're gonna go ahead and go grab Cogmaster. I'm not sure if he's gonna be willing. But we're gonna grab him, and then we're gonna take the old Buick LeSabre, and we're gonna fly it to your location, I think.
Oh, I don't know where we are, but okay.
Me neither. So I'm gonna just tell everybody. I'll talk to you later. Hang up. And he's cool with that plan, Andrew. He's very cool with that.
Cool. So we know where what's his name again? Rockmaster Bodygonk. We know where he is.
Oh, excuse me. He's got one of the most epic names I've ever heard. It's Cogmaster Body Knock.
Okay.
Like knock and Cogmaster.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
We'll go get Rocksteady Body Knock, and we'll fly out to the desert. We know about where Meehan is, I think, and
You guys
the
remember,
rest. Yeah, you can fly on out there.
Quick question. I can because this is side table, I am thralled. Is that just you are able to talk to me, or I can just freely talk to you?
Doesn't say anything about you talking to me, but you know,
I think he has to initiate it.
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, Andrew. I hung up on him. At least I think I did. So I can't specifically ask him how to get there. And even if I could, he wasn't really quite sure where he was. I think it has something to do with the tea he was drinking.
I think we'll remember. I think once we get out there, we see Newsham. It'll all come back to us. You know, that place where the jackalopes were. We'll figure it all out.
I like your thinking. That's why I like you.
I'm gonna lean
Matt,
over to Alvin. Just be like, are we supposed to take our clothes off for this?
I like paused like mid, like I was about to sip, like. Soot, you no. Why would you? Why would you?
Said something about tea and taking your clothes off. I don't understand it. Anyway,
when were you talking to Adolo?
Now, he said
What?
I told him about what's going on, and they're gonna bring the whole Oddlot over here with Cogmaster.
You were talking to Anolo?
Yeah.
How?
Well, he's like he belongs to me now.
On spit take. What?
He's like a pet.
What?
Not complicated.
Belongs to you?
Like really friendly. I can talk to him whenever I want.
Okay.
What? In a complete change of subject, I just like turned to Meehan. What type of tea is this? just like cannot process what Soot just told me.
Glad you asked. This is like cactus jasmine blend.
It is lovely. Is it local cactus?
Oh yeah, totally. I kind of planted the cactus myself like 50 years ago, and it took them that long to bloom.
Is it the hallucinogenic kind or the other kind?
No, what's the fun in that? The world's strange enough as it is. You don't need to hallucinate.
Just asking. I'm a druid. No judgment here.
I think with that conversation, I'm just gonna like levitate up out of my seat with the tea, then just start like colors changing, scroll through colors. As he's saying, like it's weird enough as it is. You don't need to hallucinate. That's kind of what I want to be doing.
Brad
Sure,
speeds
totally.
up how fast he's drinking his tea.
I look over at Soot doing that and I go, if you shimmer your body a little bit too, like a heat haze, that'll create the effect. I'm not giving him tips.
Yeah. So, back on the airship. What's happening?
I want to let the other guys know what the plan is. Hey, so we're gonna grab Gimble's dad, and we're gonna fly out towards Newsham, and we're gonna drop in on our brass buddy.
Right. When you say Newsham, do we have maybe a 10-minute window in which we can stop?
Maybe on the way back, but I'm not allowed in there still. Well, actually, wait, no. How long was I been?
No, your statute of limitations ought to be up by now.
Oh,
Wasn't
yeah.
it just a year?
2 years.
It was 1 year.
So.
It was 1 year,
Yeah.
so
Haha.
you're good to go, buddy. Just
So
no
it was-
more public executions.
Anybody want to go
So-
see the museum?
So immediately my thought was not the museum. It was definitely Dewdra. But no, I don't want to go to that museum. 10-minute. Okay, I can wait. Consider we have a high-value target or package in our midst. Well, we will. I understand. We'll just on our way back. Maybe we do what you want to do, and then we'll do what I want to do.
Yeah, it works
So-
out.
Thurkir will
guys-
say in Draconic under his breath, "Why are these fools always worried about wearing clothes?" And he'll skitter off to kind of look at the prisoners, kind of like you look at a fish tank or the lobster tank, you know. at the-
Nice. Is there anything you want to
He's
say to them?
bored with all this. We might have to play a round of who gives me the best information about the warlord guy and who gets eaten. Maybe later. I'm not hungry yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Snow-
look there menacingly at them for a while.
Snow or Tyrael, you wish to do anything while you're with your time on the airship? As you guys reorient towards Greyhost, go pick up Gimbal, the Cogmaster.
Just kind of shaking my head at the entire Manolo debacle. Just, God, what is done now?
Let's talk to me. That's what he did.
Okay. Snow, you wish to do anything?
Can't think of anything really. Just taking it all in, thinking about things, and yeah.
Okay. So people, the Tea Party folks, are you guys getting back in the box to regroup?
Yeah, we might as well, right?
I would just want to be like, yeah, where I sent them the rest of the Oddlot here. Well, to you, but I don't know where you are.
Oh, I'm in the desert. This is my home. You're here.
Maybe if we just took a quick look around before we leave, we'll return to the airship and we'll fly the rest of the Oddlot here. We'll have a nice little reunion.
Oh, that'd be great. I haven't seen Ander or Mordo or in a while, so yeah, it should be good.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, you remember how Mordo was. Always charging into battle.
Yeah.
Well, we lost him some time ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He died as he lived, kicking a lot of ass.
Well, I will. I will make a clockwork in his honor, I suppose, when I have some time. I still have a lot of meat to make.
The U's look lovely, by the way.
Thank you. Anyway, yeah. So if you guys want to take a quick look around, there is a staircase that'll take you up to the upper part. Give you a nice view of the whole area, and I mean, it's good. So, and he just points you on your way, and he starts to shrink back down to his gnome size. I'm gonna get back to my work, and he goes and he sort of scurries off into his little workshop.
So, thanks again. I grab like another tea biscuit. These are quite good.
Okay. So you guys head up and you survey the area.
Yep.
And it's just there's desert everywhere. There are little patches of maybe like grasses that have really dried out, kind of clinging to life. Okay. There's also a few cacti, but it's mostly just dunes of sand. And you realize that you are atop 3 different plateaus. I guess buttes or steps. I mean, they're kind of a little trio of a small mountain range, and you're recalling all the other things that used to live here on the greenery on the mountainside. There were lycanthropes. There were other kind of floral and fauna. Yeah, but it all starts to flood back, and you also remember, like, kind of directly south of this is where you guys first crossed over into the Feywild, by going over with like a sandfall.
Right. Okay. So those memories are coming back to Alvin, and I turn to Brad and Sophia. Oh yes, I should be able to navigate us. I remember this place now.
Sweet.
Excellent.
Want to go back?
Yeah. No time like the present.
Right. Get tiny.
The box appears. The dry desert heat starts to, dry the sweat off your skin, and some sand kind of crosses your face. The box opens up.
This time I think I wild shaped into like an iguana. Something that'll really like appreciate the heat before he hops in the box.
Brad's ferret again.
Nice. All right, so you all hop in the box, and the lid closes, and in front of Ander there is a box with like that appears in a puff of skull-shaped smoke with a little skull lock on it, or a latch on it.
I open it.
Oh, it's from Ander.
Well,
yeah, so I guess you got excited.
Open it before you see it. Or before you do anything about it.
Okay, then make it a dexterity check.
Let's see, 10 plus 13.
Andrew, also make a dexterity check.
Oh, all right. Natural 20. So.
Oh my god. Okay. So Andrew, how do you want to do that? How do you want to prevent snow?
I was just like I was playing around like I was going to screw with him, but I'm like, right before he goes to flip it open, I'm just gonna reach out, flip it up.
Nice. Okay, so and out pops your compatriots.
So how'd it go?
Tea.
Okay, and besides that, he is going to help, right?
Yeah. You got the message about the blood and stuff, right?
Yeah, we've set course for Gimble's dad to pick him up, and then we'll fly out to the desert.
Yeah. So Meehan said he'd be able to help us. A small amount of blood. He said it would be even better if we could, in fact, just bring the Cogmaster with us. He said it'll take him a few days to prepare the ritual, although the casting itself wouldn't take nearly as long once he has everything in order. He said it would leave him somewhat defenseless while he is doing it. Not that he has too many visitors or enemies, but I assured him we'd be able to protect him while he was in this weakened state.
I absolutely can make sure that protection is number one on my priority list. It's what I do.
If there's somebody who knows something about protection, in fact, it might be the only thing he knows about.
It's it. It's me.
It's Nolo.
I do. That's right. Ha!
So how was he?
Oh, he's doing great. He can't wait to see you all. He's been keeping himself busy. He's building these marvelous little clockwork replicas of himself, as it were, brass dragons.
Like, did you
clockwork
know that like a dragon can become a gnome? Like, for all I know, one of you guys is a dragon. He does that little hand symbol.
As Brad is saying that, I want to make my glamour weave vest turn into dragon scales.
Yeah, I guess I'm not a bit surprised.
Nice.
I think I've seen you guys turn into some crazy things and do some pretty outrageous stuff. So a dragon turning into a gnome, I guess it makes sense. Maybe.
I mean, last time we saw him, he was just kind of some guy. Wasn't he like some old, shoddy-looking kind of thing going on? Tattered clothes and stuff?
Yeah, he had kind of an old man vibe going there. I think he was suffering a little bit of lack of control over his shape-shifting ability at the time, if I'm recalling correctly.
Yeah, he had some kind of injury that prevented him from changing.
Seems to be doing much better now. He changed into a dragon while we had tea. Brad and Soot, I don't think realized we were talking to a dragon the whole time.
Like, I figured it out when he turned into one.
Even though I greeted him by name.
I just assume everybody's a dragon.
The moment you started saying that he turned into a dragon, Snow's eyes get huge. It's like, wait. You saw him as a dragon.
It was resplendent. So shiny.
So do the image thing. Show me. What did he look like?
I'll just straight up change into him. Like dragon shit.
Oh, like a mini version. Yeah, you can do that.
But like a Soot-sized version.
Yeah, and I'll just like do like poses, like I'm flexing my muscles.
Imagine the dragon from Mulan right now.
Oh my god.
Mushu.
Mushu.
I like really out of character poses for me.
All right.
Whoa.
So
You think
as
he'll do that whenever we get back? That's all.
on the deck of the ship, you see a little tiny Meehan posing, soot clapping, snow clapping, just in awe. And now you guys, general commiseration as you head towards the small village of Greyhost to pick up or acquire the blood of the Cogmaster. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Okay.
Cool. Oh, now I have to try to do the take a break time. Oh gosh.
Cool.
Audio? Yeah,
Seriously.
audio.
What about invisible, Matt? Come on.
I would totally
Invisible
wear
ninja
dark
pants?
gray ninja pants.
Camouflage.
Wouldn't it
Okay, you want the
just
Emperor's
be-
new clothes too?
Would you not, yeah, like, would you just not be wearing pants if you have ninja pants?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, like, I mean, nobody
So
really knows it's out
We are
there. It's
live.
a very hidden brand.
Just walk
Okay, now they
outside
can
and just
hear
say
us
if tactical
talking
ninja
about
pants
ninja
on,
pants?
you're actually
I
naked.
totally let the chat in on the
We
fact
can
that
just
we were
talk
talking
about
ninja
ninja pants.
anyway.
Yeah, if you guys read
Oh yeah, well, yeah. We're back.
Hello, everybody.
Hey guys.
We're talking about ninja
you
In
pants.
case
stepped-
you wonder
yeah,
what
we're talking about
we
ninja
talk
pants.
about during an intermission.
Yeah, well, we wait
This
for
time
everyone
it was
else to
ninja
get
pants.
back. Today's topic was
Yeah.
ninja pants.
Real ninjas have invisible textures on their pants. Not to show their naked bits, but to make their legs and bottom half invisible.
My gosh, these tactical ninja pants are hilarious.
There's too many
Oh man,
straps.
this one has so many straps.
Tactical.
There's too many.
Well,
Ninjas
how
will
would
never
you
get
wear
cut
that?
What are
dead
the tactics
with
for
straps.
the
That is
straps?
silly.
What do the straps do? What are
It's
they
for
hold
for?
your-
Counter-Strike cosplayers.
It's to like hold all your
Yeah.
mall ninja weapons.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
definitely some mall ninja crap right here.
They gotta put the smoke bomb someplace, I guess.
Unless you're a rock climber, I don't want to see straps on your clothes. Just
It's like capes on
generally speaking.
superheroes.
Well,
What,
how
you
will
want-
anybody
not
know
good.
if you're a strapping lad or not?
Oh my
Hey.
God, Tucker.
No, none of that.
Hey.
Oh.
At least we don't have any inspiration to lose via terrible
Feed 'em.
puns right now.
Ah,
Feed the troll.
Oh, actually, you guys should have an inspiration. I meant to give you guys one because yeah, there's a lot of good RP going on.
Oh, sweet.
Hey.
We got one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. So we ready to get back to it, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Cool.
I'm good. Yeah.
Let me get the music.
You're all good.
I'm all
Right on.
good, baby.
All right. Careening through the air, on your way to the small gnomish village of Greyhost to retrieve or extract blood from the Cogmaster. You find yourselves just kind of passing time, having a moment of respite, even if it's just for a few hours after the recent chaos that you guys have endured in Seadra's Grove in varying capacities, and everything is still going very swimmingly. Your prisoners down below decks are tight-lipped. They seem reticent. Mostly they're just hanging back and just not doing much. The gnomes are busy making the ship is running. Zarek is always asking about food, and you guys on the deck of the ship, you start to approach. Probably you're a few miles away. You see the small hamlet, which Gimbal says, "Oh yeah, that's home. Oh, okay, great. We're almost there." How do you wish to approach?
Is there like a clearing we can land the ship in or something? What's the lay of the land?
Well, it's mostly woods. If the clearings are going to be kind of a hike away. I mean, otherwise, they would have parked the ship probably closer to home.
Okay.
But you know.
Well, I mean, I guess we can hover it and drop the ladders then. So I'll try and bring it down, sort of close to the tree line.
Okay. So yeah, you bring the ship down. You see the sort of thrust from the gem. You see the leaves blowing apart. Make a survival check for me, Alvin.
Absolutely. Oh, I just dropped a chopstick. That was fun.
Then you pants and chopsticks.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That's a 9 on the die, so an 18.
Okay. Yeah, you bring it down gently, and Gimble's like, "All right, here we go." He starts throwing the ladders over that are uncoiling all the way down. Yeah. I should probably go with you. I should probably go talk to Dad.
Yeah, that'd probably be for the best.
Okay. So, and he's like, "Oh, goody. Maybe Mom has some cookies." And he starts going down the ladder.
Okay.
Follow him down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who else is going?
Are any of the other gnome crew members hopping off, or are they staying on the ship?
Well, I think a few kind of look around. They're like interested, just try to see home, but no one's given them the order to leave. or permission to go.
I go and talk to him. I go, guys, if you want to visit, it's fine. I'll stay on the ship. Actually, don't worry about it.
They look at you like, are you sure?
Family's important.
Well, okay. Sure. So yeah, so a few of the other crew, they get on the ladders and they start to go all the way down, descending through the trees. Anders already down there. Who else is going?
Snow's flying down.
Okay, Snow's down. Anolo's going down.
Brad will chill with Derek.
Okay.
Still staring menacingly in complete silence at the prisoners.
Oh, excellent. You're actually having a staring contest. The four of them are staring at you, and they haven't really blinked in a while.
I'm gonna go check on Mr. Bricks and maybe just like walk him around the ship, make sure he's getting his exercise.
Cool. All right. Soot, I didn't hear you. Where are you going?
Oh, sorry. I said I was going with them.
Okay. Tyrael?
I'll stick with Alvin. I'll see that he's staying behind and want to hang out.
Okay. So, as you guys go down, excuse me. Sorry. As you guys head down into Greyhost, it seems like it's another average day. Like there's not much happening in a small town. Though people are doing daily activities and daily chores. There is a wood shop that seems to be processing different kinds of lumber. There is a blacksmith. The homes with these lovely baskets of flowers that are kind of spilling out over, and these long tendrily vines. It's a very quaint little village full of gnomish people, and even like the streets are well taken care of. They are cobblestone, but they're kind of smooth across the top, so it's like imagine a cobblestone like cut in half, so you don't have the kind of bounciness of a regular stone street, and it's it's got like a kind of a glass-like sheen to it as these streets kind of wind their way through the town. And Gimble's like, "Oh, it's so good to be back. We haven't been gone that long. I know, but so much as things happen. It's kind of high stress being with you guys sometimes. But hey, let's go over." And he points over to his home, and it's a squat, handsome home with a peak roof, and there is this large, looks to be circular opening that protrudes from it. Almost looks like a telescope, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Dad has a lot of had a lot of interesting hobbies, and stargazing was one of them. So he fashioned this telescope. It's not spectacular, and especially the lens. It's really kind of not great, but he did it, and he's like, "Come on in," and he goes up to the door, opens the door, and he goes, "Hey, Ma!" Looking around, and there's no answer to Mom. And she goes, "Huh, that's weird. Well, maybe she's out, seeing her friends or whatever. She's not very housebound. She's very social. But yeah, come on in." And inside the front room, there is, it's almost like you walk into a kitchen, and there is shelving across this left-hand side. There's cupboards. On the right-hand side, there is a wash basin and stuff in the prep area. There's a huge table in the center with looks like to be flour sprinkled across the top of it. There's a bowl there that's been covered with a piece of fabric. Along the back side, there are dishes and plates that are all hung up on the wall. It's all kinds of stuff. And he leads you back through the back corner to the next room, and it is a dining room, and it's very, very homely. It's the wood is kind of raw, but it's finely crafted, finely polished. And I have the wrong music on, I just realized. So then he takes another quick right into like a little den area, and there is a couple of large couches, and there is the Cogmaster sitting in a one of the couches. He's got his feet up, hair frizzed out. His beard is getting kind of long and kind of curly-cued, and he's reading a book about fishing. He goes, "Oh, hey, Dad. Good to see you. I brought some friends." And he looks up. "Ah! Well, why didn't you say so? Did you get them some food?" "No, Dad. I don't think we can stay too long."
Well,
But I
hold on
think
a
I'm
second. You mentioned cookies before.
Well, yeah, Mom might have them. I didn't see any, but then we didn't take a quick look. Do you want me to go look for you? You want cookies? Okay.
Who doesn't want cookies?
It's so interesting. The one who always wants to watch his figure. And he goes off into the kitchen.
Hey, I've had Gnomish cookies before. I know how good they are.
So you are left alone with the Cogmaster. He goes, "Oh, hey guys! It's good to see ya. How is everything?" And he clearly looks like his eyes are almost a little cloudy, and it's very visible that he's not quite the same energy level as you guys remember him.
We're fine, Cogmaster. How are you doing?
Well, I'm good. Great. I'm learning about fishing.
Uh-huh. Have you made anything lately?
Why would I do that?
Well, you used to do it quite a bit.
Yeah, but things change.
Sure. So how have things been for the last 2 years since we've been gone?
Well, I guess pretty quiet, as far as I can tell. You just got a nice slow life. I'm not, somebody's, kind of prisoner anymore. That's kind of nice. And it's been really great to just reconnect with Jasp. Well, that's my wife. My wife's name is Jasp. And just hang out and just kind of just exist for a while. Yeah.
We heard about the deal you made with Siadra to protect
Oh.
We can maybe get you out of that deal.
Why?
What you mean, why? I mean, this creature just took all of your good bits and stole those good bits and put them on paper and said, you can't have those good bits anymore.
Oh, she's not a creature. I think she's like a goddess or something.
Well, she pretends to be a goddess, and let me just be quite frank to you, my friend. No god or goddess should ever take your good bits for their own. They should appreciate your good bits. And your house is very small. I don't know if I could stay in this very much longer. I mean,
It's kind of cramped. You might want to crouch, yeah.
Can
you
we
want
go
a stool?
outside? I think your stools are probably only going to fit my pinky. But yeah, I mean, I'll just crouch.
Nah, he gets up and he goes over behind the couch and pulls out like a little three-legged stool. It's only like a foot off the ground. And he's like, "Here you go."
So I'm totally like huge and my knees are like up here and I'm like...
Teacher confidence in first grade.
Yep. All right. Well, I made the deal. I mean, it is what it is.
But did you make the deal knowing that you wouldn't be the same person afterwards?
I'm still the same person. I just, life has changed, and I've always wanted to learn to fish. Now I have the time.
Cogmaster, listen. I feel very responsible to the way in which you lost your ability, right? Because you were tasked at protecting our ship, and you sold your ability to protect our ship, and it was all because they needed to save me, in which we left the ship. So I don't feel like it's right that you lost everything that you've earned over a lifetime to some goddess.
Well, I appreciate that, Anolo. But I still have my wife. I have Gimbal. I have my family. I haven't lost them. I didn't lose everything. And it's just, sometimes we have to reprioritize where we are in life. And I was in a position to help you and do something that I thought was the right thing to do in order to save not only a marvelous piece of machinery, but maybe you guys, if you guys ever came back. And I'm glad you did. It's pretty awesome. I mean,
let me just tell you, you gave up everything, and I know you feel like it's nothing big, but you gave up everything to protect what we hold dear. And so I would like to say that I would like to give you everything that we can to pay that back, to give you back everything that you've already had to give up, that we, quite frankly, didn't want you to give up. I mean, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. Right, but we want you back, buddy.
Ander?
Insight check to see how the Cogmaster feels, or how he try to read his emotion when he mentioned specifically the moment of giving up his power.
Okay, yeah, roll. What was it? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Am I not loud enough?
I think sometimes it just cuts out a bit.
Yeah, we had some difficulty with Discord, I guess.
But it's okay, buddy. Just go ahead and say it again.
I rolled an 8.
Ocho.
8. Okay.
Ocho.
So, from what you can tell, based upon his tone and his demeanor, he seems earnest about it. Like you're not detecting anything below the surface there. All right, so Enola, make a persuasion check for me.
Did you say Enola? Yes, I will. Persuasion. 22.
22, okay. So the Cogmaster looks up at you, like up through his bushy eyebrows. Well, what do you mean, get it back? I mean, I've got lots of bits.
Right. So your bits that we really well, okay, let me just rewind a bit. You gave up your special bits in order to keep our ship safe. Let me just tell you, our friend Zarek got a slash in his eye or some kind of weird infection. Somebody touched it and it was bad. The ship, as you may, he can see the ship, or like it's right outside?
It's hovering above the forest.
It's hovering?
Yeah.
You protected our ship with giving up your ability to build great and epic things, but as you can see, our ship is leaking from the back, or it's got a big gaping hole that we had to project. Basically, you gave up everything that you were to protect a ship that belonged to us, so that we can get back and doing our most important business. But now this crazed thing is not being very nice, and I feel like we need to go against that contract and get you back your special bits so that you could help us with our ship again.
So Gimbal comes back in. He has a plate of cookies with them, and they smell amazing. And they look like standard just chocolate chip cookies, but when you pick them off the plate, they kind of hover in midair for a second, and you can like let it go, and you can kind of spin it. And when you bite into it, it's almost like there's like a little fireworks display going off in your mouth, like a lot of like snap, crackle, pop action.
I knew these cookies would be good.
Good call,
Yeah.
Ander.
Yeah, mom is really, she's got quite the talent. I mean, I don't know where she got it and why I didn't get it, but, you know, here we are. And
everybody thinks it's the elves who make good cookies, but it's really the gnomes.
I agree.
Yeah, and Gimel brings the plate over to his dad. He goes, Dad, you want one? And yeah, the Cogmaster goes, Nah, I'm gonna pass. I have maybe later.
Oh, come on, Cogmaster. These cookies are fantastic. Try one.
You must insist. You're right. I mean, there's fireworks and stuff.
Oh, I know.
In my mouth.
I know. I helped with the recipe. It's one of my new hobbies is baking. But yeah, I'm okay. Thank you though. So, but I don't. Can you give me more details?
You should eat the cookie. It'll keep your blood sugar up for when we take some of your blood.
You're gonna take my blood?
Well, what he meant to say is that we're not gonna take your blood. Andrew, maybe you can explain this because my way with words is a bit sluggish.
Huh?
So Cogmaster, what I was thinking is, it's really hard for you to judge right now just how satisfied with life you are. Now, these cookies are really good. If you had a hand in the making of this recipe, that's wonderful. But does your wife have an ability or a talent like you had with machinery? Is hers baking? Is hers gardening? Or?
Oh yeah, she's quite the baker.
Okay. So imagine if she couldn't bake anymore.
Yeah.
Would she still be the same person?
Yeah.
But if it made her happy, and she had to do other things to try to fill that happiness, would that be good for her or bad for her?
I don't know. It hasn't happened yet. I mean, who am I know? I'm not her.
Right, so let me ask you this question, because it might relate to a bit of how we're feeling, right? So, say for example, your wife is a very, very amazing cook, like these cookies, and then she did something to say, you know what? Because I care about my family so much, you other being can take my cooking power away, and now you, Cogmaster Bodyknock, have to eat everything that tastes like cardboard. How do you feel?
Well, hold on. Let's just pump the brakes for a second here. If I'm understanding everything correctly, is you want me to break the contract because it did something good for you, but you want to try and get that back to me so I can help you again.
Well, hold on. We did mention that, but my main concern is making sure you didn't give up too much and that you're really happy in life. I can see that you have found a way, you have settled in. In fact, I had mentioned this to the rest of the Oddlot before. But what I would feel better about is if you had your power back, then if you made the same decision, that's fine. I'm not saying you have to help us at all. I really want to make sure you're making the best decision you can.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I help him with that? Just by like...
Yes, you can. You can give him advantage.
Thank you. Give him advantage.
Uh, 33.
So he looks over at Gimbal and Cogmaster says, "You know what? Give me the whole tray. I want all the cookies." And he's like, he just goes over, just yanks and starts shoving them in his mouth, just starts chomping down. And he's like, so he's talking like bits of cookie are flying out. He's like, okay, what are we gonna do? And like bits of cookie are hitting you in the face.
Well, ultimately, we need a little bit of your blood. Or maybe a good way to test how much you missed the adventuring life would be to fly with us to the desert and see a brass dragon. come along, and he's the one who can maybe do something about that contract.
All right. You had me at blood. Let's do it.
You have to leave a note for your wife.
Oh yeah, I should do that. Hey, Gimbal, she likes your handwriting better, and you're better at phrasing things. I'm off. he just starts marching out of the house.
You want to bring some clothes or supplies?
And he's like, ah! He just puts his hand up, and Gimbal looks. He goes, guys, I got it. I got it. It's fine. To know Dad is to love him, and he's like writing a note to his mom.
In that note, can you say, Anolo loves those amazing cookies?
They were my idea. Say I love them. How about the I love?
Shut up, Andrew. I said Anolo loves them, and I speak for Anolo.
And so,
all right. So, and the Gimbal's like, guys, just if you want to write your own notes, write your own notes. I'm not doing this today, guys.
Okay. I can't write.
All right, so as you guys all file out and ascend the ladders to the good Buick LeSabre, and the cogmaster's at the top looking around. He's like, "What are you waiting for?" And he's just like shouting down the ladders. You ready? And he's ready to go.
Well, at the very least, it certainly seems more lively than when we first got there.
Get away with words.
Cool.
Your words are so nice, Andrew. They were great.
Ladders get rolled up, and like Gimbal's like showing his dad around again, just like, you know, like, just stay next to me, Dad. Just you know, trying to be more protective than show him around, because Gimbal is very aware that his dad does know the inner workings of the ship. Just protective. So he goes back, and they go back down below decks. They get the engines revved up. Oh, and as Gimbal comes back up, you know, to the hatch, lifts it up, he goes, "Hey, where are we going?"
We're going to the desert, Newsham area. What was it?
Okay.
What was the name of the place? Who was here when we did that? Oh, no, do you remember the name of the place?
Nope.
Snow? Were you with? No, you weren't with us yet, Snow, were you?
Remember the place, like Newsham? But
Newsham, yeah.
I remember Newsham. That's it.
I've only been to Newsham once, and that was an interesting time.
There was like the honeycomb caves that we had to go to after going to Newsham, and then we went like west from there.
I don't have a desert name. Sorry.
Desert. We've been to before.
You know, the big desert.
Yeah.
But you were there before, Gimbal, with us.
Huh?
No,
But anyway, you got. I mean, Alvin's at the helm. I'm just gonna I'll get the thing fired up. All right. See ya. And he shuts the hatch, and as the airship levitates and starts to take off, you guys have a new heading.
Cool.
Right. So, quick question. I'm sorry, Trump.
No, you go first.
I'd like to give Zarek one of these amazing firework cookies and tell him to replicate these cookies later on. Is that possible?
Yeah. So Zarek comes over, he looks at it. His eye like narrows, his pupil at it, and he's like, he takes his tongue and it's like he comes out and just wraps around your hand. He gets a good taste of it, and he kind of gently pulls it off and eats it. And you see just like fireworks light up behind his eyes. Just, you know, just things are going crazy back there. And he looks. He goes, "Are you sure this does not taste worth reproducing?"
Listen, Zarek, these cookies are very delectable, and I'm not one to say you're wrong, but what I'm trying to say is that you're wrong, and these cookies are great.
But Nolo, you never say I'm wrong.
All right, I didn't say it. Remember, I said the preface that you're not wrong. But these cookies are great.
Okay. I will try.
Zarek,
And-
one last thing. What if you just made it like those cookies, but your own personal taste or flavor?
His eye widens. He's like,
Yeah.
yes. I
Yes.
can. Yes. Okay.
Good.
Okay, so he starts to gyrate, and then poof. There is a few cookies underneath him, and they look exactly like the gnome cookies, except on closer inspection, it looks like there's like little bits of like rat hair poking out of the top of them.
It's okay. It's okay with me. I mean, I like different flavors of all kinds.
Can you try it?
I will try 2 of them.
I'll run up and grab one and eat it.
Okay.
Especially seeing the rat hairs coming out of it.
Okay. So, in addition to the sort of the chocolatey hazelnut flavor and the sort of sparkles that are going off your mouth, you get a distinct rat flesh aftertaste.
Awesome.
No, well, he says awesome, and I say interesting, but maybe a slight less. You know what, Thurkir, why don't you come on over here and try these these delicious cookies Eric made.
You're still with the prisoners, remember?
Thurkir is not around, so I just think of Thurkir thinking, yeah, these are fine.
Okay. So as you guys lift off and you're heading towards Newsham area through Angshire, and then the landscape is obviously just changing. Alvin.
I just wanted to say that I wanted to take Mr. Bricks up onto the helm with me and take his blinders off so he can see the view as we're flying.
Where is he? Where are you directing him?
I mean, I'm just trying to like face him forward so he gets a view and this is safe.
Okay.
In case anyone else comes up and joins on the helm, that he'd be looking out.
Okay. So he's got like this kind of happy lizard face, like.
Yeah, I mean, because we can't keep the blinders on him all the time, you know.
No. So, traveling.
That Matt froze it on my screen like that.
Happy lizard Matt, yeah.
He froze on mine like that too. It's
okay.
Actually really wholesome.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Happy lizard face.
Happy lizard face. So as the landscape changes, becoming more arid, you see the land get drier and browner. It starts to change into the actual desert itself, and often on your right hand side, you're kind of passing the city of Newsham, and it's kind of, you see it's familiar low level buildings, it's canopied tops, it's interesting kind of connections between buildings, and the other familiar other aspects and the memories associated with with your time in Newsham. And along the way, you have obviously. Actually, I'm sorry, Alvin. I need you to make a check for me, a survival check.
Sure. Yeah. No problem. That's a 24.
Okay, cool. Everyone else who's on deck, make perception checks.
$19.
Okay.
7.
7.
Brad's about with soot.
Okay.
You mean with snow?
Or
Everybody messes our names
yeah,
up.
I don't know. Sorry, they both start with S. You're both tiny and cute.
Both
I'm
S,
sorry.
both four-letter words.
The writer thing, I told you guys, you can't have two characters start with the same letter, although we have Alvin and Ander and Enola. We break that rule.
Oh, if there was just one A and two S's, that would have been great.
Yeah, the
Waka
one with
waka.
Sassy?
I got a 23.
Hey, 23. Enderhead did well. A couple of 9s. Enola, you make a perception check.
Perception?
Yeah.
And that would be a 9.
A 9.
You guys
All right.
are all over the place.
So, as apparently only two who are actually paying attention to any kind of safety are Ander and Soot. The rest of you are like, "Oh my God, this is great!" You're enthralled by the sort of austere majesty of this part of the world. It is, but as you guys are traveling, there are either kind of wyverns or hammertails that are kind of flying up to approach the airship, but Ander is just like, "You banish," and then Soot's just casting illusions to rearrange stuff, and you guys, Soot and Ander, single-handedly save the airship from a couple of different encounters as you guys are mostly just paying attention to the landscape because why not? Anyway, so end of travel montage. And you guys arrive.
I think
What?
Soot would need to be. I think Soot would need to be convinced not to bring them down onto the deck. But okay.
Okay.
That
so-
means that the Betty Hill music was playing during this montage.
Yeah. The last time that happened was in the Frostville with the Yetis.
Oh my god.
You guys remember that?
Oh yes.
And the Snow Bunny Mammoth.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh,
there
yeah.
is-
Definitely chasing a bunny.
That
Oh
was,
my gosh.
that was a really good use of polymorph.
Yes. Anyway, so as you guys are approaching the triple stepped mountain range, flat top mountain range of Meehan's Lair, you look off in the distance. You see there's like a sandstorm approaching, but it's easily a few hours out. What do you wish to do?
I would like to, since I see that sandstorm, I'd like to cast Druidcraft real quick.
Okay.
Because one of the things you could do is make a tiny, harmless sensory effect that predicts the weather in your location for the next 24 hours.
Awesome. So yeah, what's it look like?
It, I mean, like, it'll manifest as, like, a miniature version of, like, a tiny time lapse of what the next day is going to be like.
Okay.
Essentially. If I'm
That's
reading
good.
it right. Yeah, spell
Okay.
lasts for 1 round. The effect might manifest as a golden orb for clear skies, a cloud for rain. It's basically a magical weather forecast.
That's awesome. So, as you cast Druidcraft and you see the kind of day play out ahead of you, and it's just all sand for the next 24 hours, not letting up at all. It's a pretty serious looking storm.
Okay.
Yeah.
The ship should be able to fly above it. So if we get off at Meehan's and then the ship could fly above it and wait for it to pass. Well, no, that leaves it. That leaves it a target.
They're like a big like rock outcropping or something. We could park it underneath, maybe.
Not in this section. I mean, the best you could probably do is park it on one of the sides of Meehan's kind of lair to offer it some cover against the
Okay.
sandstorm. Otherwise, It's his lair, and then everything else is just flat and desert for a few miles around.
Alright, then I guess I'll try and park the ship on, like, the opposite side of his lair that the sandstorm is approaching from.
No problem.
That's the best cover we can do.
Yeah. So this is
cool.
pretty routine. You bring the ship down gently, sand kicking up and dust, and you land. And
we probably just want to make sure that anything that's, like, out on the main deck gets, like, tied down or taken below ship.
Okay.
You know, just sort of prepare for...
Generally make the crew aware of it, too.
Yeah. Elvin will start, like, spreading the word that the storm looks like it's gonna rage on for at least a day.
Okay. So as the crew kind of batten down the hatches, so to speak, and start putting stuff away, making their preparations, what do you guys do?
Can we let Meehan know we're here? So we don't have to do like that whole gauntlet of musical instruments and stuff again?
Oh god, the mimic door.
Yeah, that's right.
I can pop in and let them know we're outside.
Yeah. Unless that wastes spell power, you should keep.
I mean, that's what they're there for. And I'll cast it. Beauty Courier.
Okay. Box appears.
If you can talk louder, Calvin, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
I'm sorry. I will try to talk towards the microphone. Yeah, I'll jump in.
Okay.
Go to Meehan.
Gotcha. So yeah, the box flies, through the air and lands, and opens up and hello! All right, cool. You guys made it back. That was. You have the cock, bastard?
We're here. Yeah.
You're here.
They're outside. Yeah.
Right.
They're all here. How do we get in? How do we get in?
I'll be right out. Okay.
Okay. Cool. And I'll just pop back in the box.
And he closed the box lid on you, and you disappeared back. Right. Yeah. So, go ahead.
He says he'll be right out.
Good. Hopefully that's a humanish right out, and not a ancient dragon timeline right out, because I don't really need sand in this here.
I could always cast Warding Wind. I mean, we won't be able to hear anything, but...
Well, if it keeps us looking good, that's all that matters.
Okay, so Thurkir, you had an interesting thing in the chat. You're doing something with the prisoners?
I don't know. I think I'll ask them for information on Rogar. Now that I've been staring at them for hours without saying a word, just licking my lips occasionally.
Okay, what do you say? And that'll determine what you roll.
Thurkir wishes to eat Rogar more than he wishes to eat you. At least one of you. Who wants to tell me about Rogar?
Make an intimidation check.
Okay. 16 plus -1. How do I have negative intimidation?
I don't know.
No,
anyway.
I have negative charisma score. That's why.
I kind of think that's kind of broken in the rules. It's like you don't necessarily have to have a high charisma to be intimidating.
Yeah. I mean, there are certain things about the game that I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
So 15.
Okay. Right. So most of them, like the leader is just like, he's like stone faced. There's two other guys that are just like they're not giving anything up. But you catch a glimmer from the fourth one, who was closest to like the cannonball blast. or he wasn't close to it anyway.
Yeah.
But he remembers his friends there, and he's just
Oh,
kind of like,
shocked.
yeah, he looks a little sheepish, like he might be able to get something else out of him, but he's not saying anything currently.
All right. I think I will. I think I'm gonna. Yeah. These guys are bad. Yeah. I'm gonna kill one of the guys that's not the leader and not the.
Okay.
The one that looks like he's gonna talk, and I'll tell him I'll be back tomorrow, and I drag it off to ask again.
Okay. How do you do it? Do you?
Oh, I'll do it quick. I'm a hunter. I'll just stab him,
coup de grace.
drag him my claws in both sides of his head, like.
Okay. Actually, you stick in there and like you pull the head down. You say, "I'll be back tomorrow," and you just drag him away.
Drag him away.
Okay. Awesome. So, I
have 3 prisoners.
All the faces on you guys are just amazing.
Yeah, I don't want him to make any noises. No one should know yet.
Okay, make a stealth check then.
Okay. I don't know how this happened. 26.
Oh yeah, you're super quiet. You're like a very well-oiled machine. You drag your kill off to your little closet. Maybe you're leaving a bit of a trail of blood. That's about it, though.
Yeah.
So, back on the upper decks, atop of the Mihan's lair, you see that this little blue-haired figure, and suddenly just morphs into this gigantic ancient dragon when it flaps and it comes back, flies all the way down in this graceful arc and rears up, opens its wings. You see its 2 little hands, its claws just kind of reach out and you land on the ground, and its long neck comes over towards the airship. He goes, "Hello. Who wants a ride? The taxi is here."
Me.
He looks like his head cocked. Says, "Oh, little dragon, excellent. Hop on."
Yeah, I don't think I've ridden a dragon before, so sure.
All right.
Super hop on as fast as I can.
How many of us can fit?
All of you.
I'm gonna do it.
He's enormous.
Okay. I'm just gonna put the blinders back on Mr. Bricks. Give him a quick little pat, maybe a little chin scratch, and then hop on Meehan.
Okay.
I'll totally hop on too.
Nice.
Kira has nothing to do for another day. He will come with you.
Okay.
He just ate. He's happy.
Cool.
Nothing on schedule till tomorrow.
Who's got the Cogmaster?
I'll hold him.
Okay.
Being the strongest one here.
Yeah,
You
so the
think
Cogmaster's
so?
like, "This is amazing! Holy smokes!" And he looks up at you and he's like, "You got me, right? Right, little fella?"
Little fella. Huh. Yeah, I got you. You couldn't be in better hands.
Okay. So, as everyone climbs aboard and you kind of grip down on these, there's no saddle, but you're just trying to find scales or different things to grab onto for, you know. Mihan's like, "Oh, I'll be gentle, don't worry." Whoosh! And he immediately just launches off, almost at a 90-degree angle, just almost straight up as fast as he possibly can go. Starts to do a barrel roll. I need everyone to make athletics checks.
And this is where Teriel meets his end.
Can I use my cloak to stick to him better?
Yep. Well, you can get advantage on the roll.
All right.
Because he's pulling some G's now.
Okay, here we go. Come on, baby.
Okay. Cool.
That's a net 20.
Roll.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Which is good because athletics is the -2.
No,
So
is
18.
about this
Okay,
life.
okay.
I think that's a 14 for Alvin. Yeah, 14.
Yeah, I got a whole 4.
Okay, so
Voice.
Soot right near like the base of his neck and where it meets his back. He's like, so it's like, woo! He's just like having a blast, totally just enjoying this in moment of riding around on an actual dragon. And yes, no, jeez, did I do it again?
Yeah, we keep doing it.
I am so sorry, Snow.
I was so confused. I'm like, wait.
Okay.
I was like, wow, that's out of 4,
No,
huh? So
no.
it's having a laugh? Okay.
We're sorry, we're off our game tonight. Sorry, everybody. So Snow does that, and everyone else is kind of mixed of just holding on for dear life and sort of enjoying the exhilaration of this all, but except for Soot, who kind of just like can't hold on. Does someone wish to
I
save
would like
him?
to reaction it
Okay.
because yes,
I'm able to.
I got
You have
pretty
you have
high.
Gimbal. No, you have the Cogmaster Ander. So
Who is near him?
Yeah. I'll just tell it.
Drakir can try and grab him fast.
Okay, so it'll be
Leonolo's got him.
Anolo and Tyrael are probably the closest. So make acrobatics checks.
That'd be a 7. So I hope he got him a no.
It would be in that 20, so I'd like to grab him.
Yeah.
You grab your little buddy by the nape of the scruff of his neck, and he's kind of like dangling there, and you just kind of put him in your pack.
Just laughing hysterically.
So he comes up through his barrel roll, he comes up and just dives, and just you feel your faces just like the image in the chat. Just kind of and he glides down to the top of his lair and lands. Dust and sand and chunks of rock kick up, and he's like, "All right, everybody off!" And he puts his wing down, so you guys can slide down if you want.
Whee!
All right.
Brad will do that. Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so then as everyone disembarks, you see him shrink back down to his gnome form, and he points out, "Okay, so this is where the ritual's got to happen." And he starts pointing out all the inscriptions and the sigils and the stuff right here. "I'm going to be in the center with you, I imagine, my frizzy-haired friend." And he pulls the Cogmaster over. And he goes, "This is nothing personal, but I'm going to need some of your blood." And he's like, "What?" And suddenly just Meehan, in his gnome form, you see these fangs protrude and just lay into his arm a little bit, suck out some blood, and just spit it onto the ground in front of him. It's like, "Okay, well, so one of you guys patch him up?"
I got it.
Okay, good. Now you stay, as you come over and you heal him. I'm sure you're going to heal him.
Yeah, I'll do that. Key point, way of mercy thing. Just
Cool. He looks at the Cogmaster. You're going to stay right here. So, the thing is, and obviously, I'm sure you guys have seen this, and he points over to the sandstorm. That's coming. But this has got to happen too. We good with this?
You don't want to wait till afterwards?
It's kind of a time-lapse thing. I can't control the weather. I'm not that good.
Are we inside?
No, you're outside.
Okay.
This
So we're
is
on
all
top of
set
like a
up
tower?
outside. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my goggles on, my scarf around my face, and
Cool.
desert here.
Likewise.
Andrew would
Cool,
make a
cool.
great action figure with all the different outfits you have.
Yeah. So,
Tactical desert and
yeah, like tactical ninja pants. We have tactical Andrew. Tactor. So Meehan looks around and he starts double checking everything. And he looks at you guys. He's like, okay. Once this starts, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to control myself. Okay. So what I say, keep.
That mean?
I haven't done this before, and one of the possibilities is that I might lash out at people.
No, I've got you. You won't hurt anybody as long as I'm around.
I just want everyone to be clear about the situation.
Like, do you have any like special handcuffs for dragons that you could maybe use for yourself?
No, because I need to use my hands.
What about like your other legs?
I don't think it works that way. I need to be able to move to sigil, to use my somatic components. And what'll happen is, while I'm reading this and going around, I'm going to start small, like I am right now. But as the ritual advances and the power swells within me, I will not be able to control my form, and I will grow larger. And eventually, I will resume my dragon shape till its full capacity, infused with a bunch of energy. And it's at that moment which I'm going to have to control myself to guide my breath weapon at the contract to destroy it. And I
Well, I'm in.
So it's at that moment that I will need the most help. I cannot promise. I might be lashing out. I might attack you. Not think. I know you're not enemies, but this is a dangerous ritual for what's involved, for what's at stake. We are messing with prime forces here.
Listen, everybody else in the Oddlot, I'd like to say that if it's a spell attack, I would be better suited to deal with this kind of issue. I think all of you should sit below deck. I'll take care of this.
Like, by yourself?
Or we could just all handle it.
Yeah, we're not on the ship anymore. We're on some tower.
I can't hear a word you're saying, Calvin.
What you say, Calvin?
Yeah, you sounded a bit muffled, but...
Sorry, we're not on the ship, right?
Yeah, you're not on the ship anymore.
We're up on the top of the mountain.
Right. Because I think I can really buffer between the spells and the things that are coming. I'll take care of it if you wanna go below hiding.
What kind of breath weapon does Meehan have?
Oh, it's not fire. I'm sorry. I should have. I didn't look this up. I apologize.
He's a brass dragon, right?
That or is he copper?
Copper or brass? Yeah, one
Oh,
or the
was
other.
it copper? I'm getting.
I thought he was copper, but
I think it's copper.
Oh, all right.
Hold on. I just want to. I've been saying brass because I like the imagery of brass. Let's see.
Dragon. That funky dragon.
If it is a copper dragon, it would be acid breath. According to a quick Google. I'm not sure what brass.
No, he's going to be copper because the brass ones are gregarious and the copper ones are they're the trickster ones, right?
Then acid
I never
breath
remember.
for
Yeah, copper. Sorry, everybody.
All right. So
for inconsistencies, so he's got more of a reddish, and since he's so old, he's got kind of green around the scales and stuff. He's definitely an aged copper, but it's going to be awesome. It's going to be acid.
So I'd like to cast protection
Yeah,
from
he's got that
energy on acid for myself.
Cool.
Okay.
Thurkir wishes to watch. He wants to know what he'll be hunting when we go for the black dragon.
Okay.
I'll stick around. I think I might be able to help.
I want to stick around too because I've got healing in case anything bad happens, and I'm going to cast Investiture of Wind on myself, so I can fly for the next 10 minutes.
Cool. Any other?
Brad?
One last thing. Go ahead, Brad. Go ahead.
Brad's just gonna do the resistance spell on Meehan. He's gonna give him the ability to add a d4 to a savings throw.
Oh, and I'm gonna give him Bardic Inspiration.
Cool.
Yeah.
In case there's a
Just
chance he
like-
can like. I don't know how this is going, but it felt like the right thing to do. Since he's casting a fancy spell for us.
About how long does this ritual last?
Well, this is going to be something we're to tackle next session.
Alright.
So, as you guys are preparing, you're casting your buff spells, getting ready, taking a deep breath. Meehan is tracing all the sigils, looking around everything, and he comes back to the center where the Cogmaster is. And he looks over at the group. He goes, I need the contract. And the emblem.
I think Ander had those?
Sure. Here you go.
Okay. He spreads it out, puts it down. He puts the emblem on top of the contract as a kind of a paperweight. And he looks up at you, and you see, like, even as his gnome form with, like, frizzed out blue hair, you see his dragon eyes just turn yellow.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
No!
No!
Talk about a cliffhanger!
No!
Turn yellow. Just
You
disappear.
see his eyes go.
So,
dun, dun,
everybody
dun.
watching, what
How
happens
bad
is
does it suck when
Nolo
someone
is the-
disappears mid-sentence?
Hey, I'm back.
Oh, there he is.
Hey! Hey!
I don't see a camera, but that was fine. We
Sorry,
lost you
it
at
crashed.
Dragon Eyes. It happens. His dragon
Okay.
eyes are yellow.
Yeah, and you see around the edges a kind of a green mist kind of emerge in them, and it comes out at the corner of his eyes in this sort of almost acid-like tears. It goes down his face, streaking his scales, burning all the way down. He's like, "Let's begin," and he claps his hands, and that's where we're gonna stop.
It's so cool.
That's nice and dramatic.
Awesome.
Oh.
Cliffhanger!
Will the Oddlot survive the horrendous memes of Meehan?
Oh yeah. When I thought of this contract breaking thing, and I'm like, this has got to happen. So I've been excited for this.
This is gonna be interesting.
This is cool.
It will be interesting, though. I will promise you that.
I was gonna say, with this this dust storm approaching, I think it'll definitely be a lot of dramatic potential here.
Hopefully I can use Warding Wind to buffer some of that sand out. Make it easier for Meehan to aim and do his stuff.
Totally can't attack him back in any way, right? He might lose concentration.
We probably shouldn't.
No.
Probably.
No, though. What
Yes.
if I telekinesis you up there, and we just kind of held his mouth shut?
No, he needs to breathe the super acid breath on the contract.
Ah, damn.
So what I'm thinking of as a Nolo is that I could do the protection
And
from
tall.
acid, and the aura of vitality, which gives like 2d6 health every bonus action I can. So if anybody in 30 feet with the aura, because it's a spell, not like persistent thing, I can continuously heal things as a bonus round.
Yeah.
That would pair well with
that's
Beacon
why
of
I
Hope,
figured.
too.
That's why I figured I would stay out because I've got a bunch of healing spells prepped right now.
Yeah, the idea is like that nobody else is really in there, so that I don't have to give healing to anybody else except for, me and the other guy, Cognus.
Yeah, that's why I did up the investiture of wind, so I can kind of fly and hover around, but not really be hopefully in the danger zone. Danger zone. Yeah. We were all thinking it.
Yeah.
Lana!
We were.
Lana!
Lana!
Danger zone.
Yeah.
Danger zone.
So yeah, I guess we'll have to. You have some time to plan if you want, or at least come up with some sort of game plan for next week.
Wills.
That's why I threw the notes in the chat so that I know that I'm going aura vitality and protection from acid.
Okay. Yeah, because that sandstorm is gonna hit you, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Is it Darude version?
Wait, hold on. Is that techno song?
Yes,
There
sure.
is.
Yes, it is.
Oh
Was
Jesus!
it Folkstar in chat who said something about
Folkstar
that?
definitely made that joke in the chat. It was
Yeah.
epic.
Can somebody link that? Because I need to know the relevant song.
The
Oh,
Roots
that's an easy
definitely
find.
recognize that song.
If that doesn't ring a
Alright.
bell. Oh, robot's here to fix the bot.
Sounds familiar.
Amazingly
But
popular.
I'm sure you guys will.
Techno
Okay.
jam.
Are we still live?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
are.
we're still up right
Oh
now.
yeah,
Yeah.
people. Yeah, we're gonna level up
I'm
and.
trying to make things work. I don't know what I'm doing. Robot is
No,
down
that's cool.
here.
Are we leveling up? Is that what you said?
No,
No.
The
Chat
chat
bot.
bot.
Chatbot. Ooh.
Sorry, I know.
Yeah,
I should
that
just.
happened
I should
that
not.
happened to
It would
me
be a
the other
weird
day when
spot
they
to
said
level up.
and I was just like, what? Why?
In the middle of a sandstorm and a ritual.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys.
How do you run
I gotta.
to let everyone get the score?
That's what they can do now.
No, I mean the full score.
It's,
Scoreboard.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah. Oh yeah. Also, we also use tabletop audio tonight too. A couple cool tracks for some ambiance. So thank you to them and their great work.
Yeah,
That's the song.
yeah, audio.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Cool. So that's
So
it
yeah,
for us.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we're
I don't know how to end this. I'm sorry. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna hit stop now.
You should have like the flame background behind you. Everything's fine.
Yeah,
Peace
that's
out,
the story of my
friends.
life. Oh my god. All right. Thank
All
you
right,
guys
we
for
ready?
tuning in.
Okay, bye. Thanks everybody
See ya.
for watching.
Later.
Take care,
Good night,
everybody.